So the Washington Commanders got some great updates today. They also got some bad updates today. So I have good and bad news for you today. Dan Quinn spoke. Jayden Daniels spoke to the media. I have Jayden Daniels' practice film obviously up on the screen right now. You're going to dive into that. You're going to see that. And then also Terry McLaurin update on his injury. So again, good and bad news. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Hit the hype button on the video. All that helps me out. You guys know I would truly appreciate it if you would do all of that. Now let's go ahead and get into today's video. We'll start with Dan Quinn's presser. Now Dan Quinn's presser does not really have much to do with Jayden and Terry, but we will dive into that a little bit. So Dan Quinn said they are not considering a kicking change. He said, quote, "We have full belief in Matt," unquote. So it's really good to hear that he believes in Matt Gay. The reason he's saying this, if you did not know, if you cannot read the dialogue here, if you cannot read what Dan Quinn means here, he's saying that, look, we paid Matt Gay the most guaranteed money all time for a kicker. It was a mistake. We're going to rock with him, though, because we did that. We're not going to let him go. We're not going to pay him all that money and let him go. Right? So that's what Dan Quinn's saying. He said we have full belief in Matt Gay, which, I mean, I guess it's good to hear from Matt Gay, confidence booster, but we'll see what he does. Also, Dan Quinn said Terry McLaurin will not be at practice today before practice. Terry McLaurin was not at practice today. In the update I'm going to give you with Terry McLaurin later, it's not very good. I'll just say that. Prepare yourselves. Dan Quinn said Jayden Daniels will be on the field today in limited capacity, which he was. He said, quote, "He is doing everything you could possibly do to get out there." So Jayden obviously doing everything he needs to be on the field, which is really, really good. So let's start with the Terry McLaurin update, and then we'll get to the Jayden Daniels update, and then we'll get to the Jayden Daniels, what he said at the podium. He only had a limited, few things he said. So Terry McLaurin's update is that he is very much, quote, "very much in doubt to play this week versus the Atlanta Falcons." This is per, I forget. I think it was Ian Rappaport. But I get Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport confused, so I think it was Ian Rappaport, though. He said it on his show today. Terry McLaurin is very much in doubt. That's exactly what he said. Very much in doubt to play on Sunday versus the Falcons. We knew yesterday that if he was going to go seek a second doctor's opinion, that it was never going to be good. But now here we are seeking that second doctor's opinion. He's very much in doubt to play this Sunday. He's probably not going to play this Sunday. And I think if Marcus plays, and it doesn't look like Marcus is going to play, right? Because all signs are leading to Jayden playing. His updates are that I'm going to give you later. The reason that he's speaking today, that all leads to Jayden playing. But if it is Marcus playing, Jayden cannot go. If Marcus does not have Terry, I don't really know if I have full confidence in Marcus, because that's his number one weapon. That's Jayden's number one weapon. But Jayden can find other guys. I just don't know if Marcus can, judging off who he throws to the most. If you look at the stats, Terry McLaurin is heavily favored by Marcus Mariota. Obviously so. So Terry McLaurin's update is that he is very much in doubt this Sunday versus the Falcons. You're probably not going to see Terry McLaurin out there versus the Falcons, and it sucks, but this is the way it goes. Injuries happen in the NFL, and Terry McLaurin had a quad injury in the game. Now, here's the thing. I don't know why Terry McLaurin would go jog over to get Luke McCaffrey's first touchdown ball if he was actually seriously hurt. I don't know why he would go jog to get the ball, but the one sign that's giving me hope is that he did jog to get Luke McCaffrey's touchdown ball. And why would you do that if you're hurt? Also, it looked like in the game on Sunday, it looked like Dan Quinn was saying, listen, you can just sit out. We have the lead. We're going to win this game. You can sit out. You can take it easy. That's what it looked like. I don't know, but we'll see what ends up happening on Sunday if he's able to go or not. He's certainly going to be probably a game time decision, maybe ruled out Friday like Jayden Daniels was last week. But Jayden Daniels, the update on him is he's good. He's fine. He's good to go. Not confirmed, but it certainly is. All signs are pointing to Jayden Daniels going this Sunday versus the Atlanta Falcons. Let's dive into some of the things that Jayden Daniels said. He said that he's never played with a brace before. When asked if he would have to wear one if he plays Sunday, he said, quote, "The doctors have to make that decision," unquote. So the doctors have to make that decision. He does not want to wear a brace. We can tell that. But he said it's going to be a doctor's decision whether he wears a brace or not. I'm not a guy that really judges you if you're going to wear a brace or not. I don't really care. As long as you get by the game and you're healthy, I don't necessarily care if he wears a brace or not. For the people that are saying, RG3, why would he wear a brace? He's like RG3. Don't say that. He's not at all like RG3. Don't ever compare my quarterback to RG3. RG3 is not on his level. He was never going to be on his level, and he got hurt. That's the reality of it. Jayden Daniels said if he feels any level of discomfort when he's out there, that's what he was asked. Jayden Daniels said, nah, I feel like myself. So Jayden Daniels simply responding to the people saying, are you hurt? Are you injured? Do you feel it any different type of way? He says, nah, I feel like myself. So there's another indicator. Jayden Daniels is going to go this Sunday. And again, Jayden Daniels could be saying this just because he wants to play. He could be in the same amount of pain as he was last week. Because Jayden Daniels, we all know he's itching to get back on the field. He's itching to get, revenge from his last game, which was the Packers. His last game he played in was the Packers. He's itching to get revenge from that game. And again, he played the rest of the game versus the Falcons. I just don't think this injury is very serious. And again, he said he feels like himself in this update. And then Jayden Daniels asked again. He said, I feel good. I feel good is exactly what Jayden Daniels said. So, and he looked good at practice today. You can see the clip on your screen. Well, you saw it when it was still running. He feels good. He's fine, right? He's good to go. He was also asked, how much running and cutting have you been able to do so far? Jayden Daniels responded with, enough to feel good if I play on Sunday. This boy is itching to get on the field on Sunday. I mean, he is waiting to get on the field on Sunday. So that's the positive update. Jayden ready to go. Jayden is ready to rock. He's ready to go. He is totally fine. Jayden Daniels also said he never watched his team play from a bird's eye view, which is true. He said the way he did last Sunday versus Vegas, it gave him a different perspective. So Jayden Daniels said he had a different perspective on what took place on Sunday by simply watching on the sidelines. Hopefully he learned some things from Marcus Mariota. But again, listen, it's Jayden Daniels. Why would he be speaking to the media if he's not going to play? Why would he say he feels like himself? Why would he say he feels good? Jayden Daniels will play on Sunday. I wasn't sure of that yesterday. I'm sure of that today. He's going to play on Sunday. It certainly looks like it. Now, the guy that's not going to play on Sunday is probably Terry McLaurin. He's probably not going to play on Sunday. Not looking great. And we'll see what ultimately shakes out. But again, not looking great for Terry McLaurin, which is why I said I had good and bad news. Jayden Daniels, good to go. Terry McLaurin, not so much. He doesn't look very good to go. But even again, if Marcus Mariota has to play, I'm fine with it. All right, if Marcus has to play, we're good. Because Marcus can still go out there and win this game. All right. But Jayden Daniels I'm assuming the sheet's going to say limited in practice today, and then Terry McLaurin's going to say DNP, did not practice. So, yeah, he was a limited participant in today's practice per Adam Schefter. So, we're good on that. I think the Jayden Daniels news, we're good on that. I think the Terry McLaurin news, again, per Ian Rappaport, he's very much in doubt this Sunday versus the Falcons. I did not think the injury was this bad, but apparently it is this bad. Now, the injury report from yesterday was actually very hefty. There was a lot of guys in doubt, in question. There was just a lot of guys that were on the injury sheet, and I didn't like it. So the status uncertain guys from yesterday's practice was Jayden Daniels. He's probably going to play. Terry McLaurin, he's probably not going to play. Noah Brown, no word yet. John Bates, no word yet. Percy Butler with a hip injury, I'd assume he's going to go. Trey Amos with a calf injury, I'd assume he's going to go. The guys on IR still are currently Jonathan Jones, Will Harris, Dietrich Wise, and Austin Eckler. Those guys will be out for a limited amount of time. Most of them will be out for the year. Pup is right guard Sam Cosmi. We got a big update on Sam Cosmi today as well. Sam Cosmi is going to start practicing next week. So it looks like Cosmi could start practicing next week. I think it's like one of those deals where they have to open a 21-day window, something like that maybe. I don't know. I don't know how all that stuff works. I need to study up on that. So, yeah, Sam Cosmi, he's making his return to practice next week. Whether we know he's going to play or not, I don't know. But those are your updates from today. That's all that took from practice today. A lot of bad updates, a lot of good updates. A lot of stuff happened today. The Commanders had practice today, and they did not wear pads. I'm assuming tomorrow they may be in pads and take a light practice. Friday, Dan Quinn said we're going to have to find more information about Terry McLaurin out on Friday. So if you're looking for the Terry McLaurin news, it's going to be out on Friday as always. So that's going to do it for me. You guys have a great rest of your day. This is all I have today. No live stream today. Tomorrow, probably just a video again, and I'll just continue to update you on everything. If more news comes out this afternoon, again, I'll have that out for you. But that's going to do it for me right now. Hail to the Washington Commanders. As always, you guys take care, and peace.